Killing Me Softly is pretty much that book that your friend's mom is reading with the guy with the long flowy hair on the book cover who sweeps up the woman protagonist and makes sweet, sweet passion fruit drinks for her to consume. So it wasn't surprising for me to hear that this was a book adapted into a movie, and from what I understand, the movie really focuses on the sex part of the book, and my god, do they focus on the sex part of the book. Heather Graham plays this woman named Alice who lives a fine life with a fine boyfriend and is just really content with everything. That is until she accidentally touches hands with the dreamy-eyed Adam. And this brief interaction is all that Alice can think about all day, and it gets to the point where she goes down to where Adam is, they get into his car to go to his place, and they bang. And damn do they bang, to the point where it's honestly just porn. Like, yeah, you don't see any D in V, but you might as well have. But luckily, no 13-year-olds in this movie, which is something I didn't think I had to be happy about. I should also say these two have not said a single word to each other. Like, Adam asks what Alice's name is.
What's your name?
Alice.
And then they just sit in silence until they decide to do the deed. And the banging was so primo, Alice doesn't just leave her boyfriend to date Adam, she decides to marry him. Yeah, they've been together for like a month. And right after they get married, Adam decides to take nude photos of Alice in a church graveyard.
Oh.
Adam, are you trying to get cursed on your wedding day, or is this some rage bait for your wife's new OnlyFans account? And later on that day, Adam ditches Alice on a hike and makes his wife, on their honeymoon, walk alone in the dark forest. Yeah, don't put the inspirational music there. This is terrible. If I didn't know any better, I would think this guy wants his wife dead. And honestly, this guy might want his wife dead, because Alice is now getting these threatening letters, and the more she learns about her husband, the more concerned she gets. Like, Adam had been dating this other woman before Alice, and that woman has been missing for 8 months. Ooh. And Adam took this woman to the same church graveyard and took nude photos of her, just like he did with Alice. Did Adam's school bully die here or something? And this is Adam just being like, haha, yeah, fuck you, Brian. I've been bagging baddies on the regular. Hope you enjoyed the show because you were the one that actually died a virgin. Yeah, who was actually smart for wearing a helmet? Later on, Adam's sister gives Alice a necklace that turns out to be the same necklace that Adam's old girlfriend had. And if you're having a hard time picking up the fact that Adam might be a bad guy, don't worry, the music does tell you.
And there's this woman named Michelle Stowe. She sent a fax.
Yeah, now that the music isn't inspirational and uplifting, I think this Adam guy might not be so good. I do love this one scene where Alice is taking everything in and she's just like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have married this guy so fast. Yeah, man, this guy can really dick me down, but I don't know, maybe there were some red flags I didn't look into. So what does Alice do when she finally confronts Adam about all of this? Pretty much willingly lets him tie her up.
What are you doing?
Yeah, guys, I'm starting to think that Alice might be a dumbass. I will give her some credit though, she does get creative on how to escape here.
I have to pee.
You know, whenever I'm in a conversation that I don't want to be in, I do the same thing. So Alice eventually escapes and goes to the cops, who are like, oh, sorry, ma'am, you need more evidence than this. So Alice then goes to Adam's sister's place, who's like, yeah, you should probably leave my brother.
Leave him, Alice. I know him. You have to leave him for your own good.
Yeah, my brother's pretty unstable. I would not hang around him. Honestly, I thought it was crazy that you married him. And you remember those threatening letters that Alice was getting? Well, apparently the sister wrote them.
I have a confession to make.
I sent you those notes. I know about my brother's violence. I've seen it.
Did you not think to tell Alice any of this before marrying your brother? Like, what are you doing? Honestly, the sister might be more unhinged than Adam. So Alice thinks the body of the missing woman is at the church graveyard because Adam really wanted to stick it to his school bully. Alice is actually right, and they find the dead girlfriend's body there, but plot twist, Adam was not the one who put her there.
Yeah. I gave her one too. She thought it was beautiful, just like you did.
The sister did everything, not Adam? But the music told me Adam was the bad guy. But why did the sister do all this?
Why did you do this?
Who do you think gave him his first piece of silk? He was just 15.
I'm talking about fucking Alice!
That's right! We fucked right here!
Okay. Did not realize we were going down that road. I guess Adam was just like, haha, yeah, Brian, that's what you get for saying you're gonna bang my sister. Yeah, who looks stupid now? I do love how this woman literally got the best banging of her life from her brother to the point where she is now spending her entire life murdering this guy's girlfriends. Like, damn, Adam, I think Air from Bolero's trying to find you. So the sister dies, Adam is cleared of all charges, but even so, Alice is like, dude, that was like way too much for me, and she divorces him. But they do see each other 2 years later at an airport. Freaking epic, dude, really ending on a high note. This movie had no idea how to adapt a book because this feels like two completely separate films. The first half being a sex fantasy and the second half being a mid-thriller. And they had no idea how to adapt some of the cheesy dialogue.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I'll always be here, Alice.
Yeah.
I'll protect you. Say you believe me.
I believe you. Believe.
I didn't read the book, but that sounds like something that would be in a romance novel, so either they didn't adapt it well or they wrote it terribly. There are moments in this movie where things are so bad it's good and things go completely off the rails, and I would be lying if I said I wasn't entertained during this movie, but I think that's more of the quality of movies I've been watching lately than anything. Also, the cops in this movie were pretty useless. If you ask me, I think they need to go back to the police academy